Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm your host Adrian, coming to you almost live from lovely Petaluma, California, here in Studio MC2 at QuickSurf Internet Studios. Linux News Log is a proud member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. Do feel free to head on over to techpodcast.com and check out all the other technology-related shows over there. I'd like to encourage everybody to subscribe to the show if they have not already done so. If you are watching this on YouTube, please do like the video. It shows that you support me putting the show out, and it helps me gauge what is popular with the viewership. And with that, let's go ahead and get into the stories for this episode. Over at raspberrypi.org, they have a blog post. There is an upcoming revision 2.0 board for the Raspberry Pi. It's been a very popular 6 months for Raspberry. They go through and list the things that have changed with the revision 2.0 board. If you've already got a board or if you're planning to get a board, the changes aren't great enough for you to hold off to wait to get the 2.0 board. They will be phasing them in over the next couple of months. But unless you have a burning need for any of the new stuff or any of the changes that they've made with the revision 2.0 board, I would go ahead and just get right out there and get the Raspberry Pi board that is currently available. Over at ZDNet, there's a really great story by Stephen J. Von Nichols. He's got it entitled "The 5 Best Things Coming in Ubuntu 12.10 Linux." We all know Ubuntu releases new versions of Linux every 6 months. And this is pretty neat. The 5 things he lists is Unity previews, which I agree with, online account and web service desktop integration. It's good to have, but I don't know. Ubuntu One adds file sharing. This is great. Ubuntu moves to Python 3. This is more of a behind-the-scenes plumbing thing. It's good to do, but it's, and to his point, it is a good thing. But, for the average user, they're not going to know or care. And the number one thing is the unified Unity desktop. Now, that I agree with. It's all about the user experience. At the end of the day, it has very little to do with what goes on behind the scenes. It's all about how easy it is to use and the user experience. And Ubuntu has been, in my opinion, they've been making great strides with that. And I hope they just keep doing it. From the gnomes.es National News Service, there's a story, GrayFox 3500 Linux software development platform for TI-OMAP Xilinx-FPGA sensors and digital signal processing kit has become available. Alico Systems is a leading provider of sensor and signal processing systems. The GrayFox 3500 is a Linux-based OMAP FPGA software development kit, and it brings Linux-based OMAP and FPGA development into a single development platform, which is good. This is one of those things where it's very specialized use. If you're into that sort of thing or you work in that field, this would be a good thing for you to check out. From news.opensuse.org, OpenSUSE 12.2, green means go. Go. Yes, no, go. Yeah. OpenSUSE 12.2 is now available. 2 months of extra stabilization work have resulted in a stellar release, chock full of goodies, yet stable as you all like it. So pretty nice. Check it out if you're an OpenSUSE user. I will definitely be loading this up on a VM just to monkey around with it. From PC World in their Linux line blog, coming soon to Linux, Nvidia Optimus graphics support. This has been one of those things over the past number of months that has been a major bugaboo. Even Linus Torvalds has talked about this. The Optimus switching technology, commonly used as a power-saving mechanism in many laptops, has remained a sticking point. It's been a major pain in the butt for Linux users. Well, support for this apparently is coming. A proof of concept is available, and so hopefully in the near future, not the far or medium future, but the near future, this will come to fruition and become available in some version of Linux down the road. Personally, I think this is a great thing. You know, nobody likes having a laptop that has dual graphics that allow you to switch between high power and low power mode depending on what you're doing, and have that not work. That alone, you know, ruins it for a lot of people. So, you know, it's good that this is coming to Linux. It will allow Linux to support this newer hardware. Over at ZDNet in the mobile operating system land, Alibaba's Aliyun OS hopes to be the Android of China. I found this to be interesting. Alibaba is pushing their Linux-based mobile operating system Aliyun to become the Android of China and to provide another choice for smartphone makers. I don't know how much traction they're going to get. Android is already very popular. I don't know how much traction this is going to get. This is something that we're going to have to watch. They're obviously making a push to get this in, but you know, only time will tell. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of it. Over at Locker Gnome, I ran across this story by Ryan Matthew Pearson in their News and Views section titled "Linux is Dead. What Could Save It?" Now, he's writing some editorial on a post that somebody else did, Miguel de Icaza, which basically is explaining for a need for a revitalized single distro to bring to the Linux community together and build a viable operating system to lure larger OEMs. And so Matthew here provides a little more insight into, you know, what that may entail, why he agrees with it. Personally, I think this, you know, Linux needs this. You know, part of the reason why it hasn't become that popular. I mean, I support Linux. I write code that runs on Linux for my day job right now. And, you know, we at work have kind of, you know, organized around one single distro because it's too hard to support all of them. We can't even hope to. And so as a software developer, I agree, you know, it would be great if there were one version of Linux that we could all rally behind and get it done, you know, make it work and get it done. Having to support multiple versions of Linux and the huge, you know, I mean, sure, you can have all that, but it would be great if there could be like an Ubuntu or Red Hat or OpenSUSE. Or the problem with this is all the other Linux vendors are like, but we want, you know, basically competition. You know, they don't want a monopoly. That's kind of the point of Linux, is there's no monopoly. So as much as it would be nice to have that, quite frankly, I don't think it will ever happen. You know, that doesn't mean that Linux really is dead, even though that's the title of the story. Linux is very well and thriving, but on the desktop operating system, I doubt it's going to get any more popular than it is now. That'll do it for this edition of Linux News Log. As always, please do like the video if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're getting this off of our website over at quicksurf.com, please do feel free to subscribe. If you're on YouTube and haven't already subscribed, please do that as well. And with that, I will see all of you on the next episode. I'll see you then. Bye. Hey everybody, how's it going? I am your host, Adrian, coming to you almost live from lovely Phoenix, Arizona.